minute. But right now, you guys are just giving me your check-in, telling me where you're joining us from. I see people coming on. Welcome, everybody. Glad that you could make it on July 4th, Monday. Yes, beautiful day. All right, it looks like I'm about to get started. Aisha, I can tell you're ready, aren't you?
I was born ready.
See, I knew it. Listen, you can't just say yes. You're like, I was born ready. Well, everybody, I want you to say hi to Aisha. Say hi, Aisha, in the chat box. Let's show her some love. Let's show her love. She's absolutely amazing. You're going to love everything she has to say. What I want you to do right now is turn off all your distractions. Put your phones on vibrate. Shut down Facebook. That's right, I said it. Shut down Facebook and Instagram. I want you totally focused, pen and paper out, focused on your computer screen. If you want to learn how to make money using your voice, this is the webinar for you. So today I have a very special guest. Her name is Aisha Ricketts, and Aisha will tell you the story of how we met and how she got started in this business. And I will say I am so proud of her. Aisha is a shining star. I love her very much, and she is a good testament to the fact that you can make money working on the internet, and you can use what you already have to make money. You just need to know a little bit more. You just need some knowledge, and that is what Aisha is going to bring to the table, is knowledge. So Aisha, I am turning it over to you. Lady, take it away. Teach them how to make money with their voice.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for signing on to my class. I'm so excited to be here talking to all of you. I gotta tell you right now that for some reason my chat box is not working, so I can't see if you guys are responding to me. But yeah, my team is trying to work
I'll
that out
help you.
So hopefully I'll get some luck with that soon. But yes, this is my class about how to make money with your voice. Now, Alicia said that I should tell you guys about how I met her and how I even got started with this great company. Now, Andrew is another person who works with this company that puts on these boot camps. He actually is also a seller on the internet, you know, and he recruited me to sing, because I sing in addition to, you know, speaking for commercials and other things. And yeah, he wanted me to sing on some strange projects with him. And when I asked him, you know, what they were about, he told me, oh, it's this big secret, you know, you can make money on the internet and whatever. That's what I'm doing. And basically I asked him to put me on, and he told me about freelancing online and gave me some ideas for the different ways I can make money with my voice, since I showed him that, you know, I have a voice and I like to do that kind of thing. But at that point I was really stumped, and I didn't even know how I was going to get started, because at that time I was facing the same kind of problem I'm sure a lot of you are facing, where, you know, I had a job but I was doing something I wasn't passionate about. I was like just a sales rep at some company that sold like solar panels or something. I don't even care about that, but that's what I was doing. So basically I told them, you know, I'm interested, but I don't know how to get started. And around that time is when Andrew introduced me to the magical being that is Alicia Little. And she was just like, well, we have to help her, because she seems like she really wants to, and, you know, she's been helping you and she seems pretty serious. So the company gave me a laptop, and Alicia gave me a microphone, and they said, go forth, my child. And that's basically how I got started, some very humble beginnings. Now, I clicked past that pretty fast. Let me go back a little. No, just a little bit about me, aside from how I met them. I am born and raised in Kingston, right? Any Kingstonians in the building? I think I heard some check-in earlier. Okay. Now, as for my voice, I've been using it for a long time. I've been singing professionally since I was 7, right? I entered the JCDC Music Festival, and I won. I won the trophy for Most Outstanding Overall Female Performer. And I just continued performing ever since that. I've been doing voiceover since the age of 12. My dad used to produce ads for the radio, and one day they said they needed a child talent, And he brought me into the studio, and they loved my voice so much that I've just been doing it ever since, and that's locally. No, yeah, ever since about a year ago, I crappy 9 to 5, which wasn't what I was passionate about, and just started using my voice to make money full time. And that's why I'm here to tell you guys about it. I want to spread the good news that doing this thing that you like and you're passionate about is actually something that you can do full time to earn a decent living from and just enjoy what it is that you do. Now, for me, how I make it work is that I work for both local and international clients. And in addition to being the spoken voice for a whole bunch of different stuff, I also do session singing for international producers. So every now and then I get like a composer from Britain or New Zealand or something who wants somebody to demo of a song that they're going to send off to some big name artist. And yeah, I do that. Here's a quick picture of me so you guys can see who's talking. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. What is voice acting? Does anybody here know what voice acting is? Okay. Voice acting is simply reading a script of any kind in a way that brings the words to life and having your voice recorded. Now the recording is then used to enhance multiple mediums such as cartoons, video games, documentaries, songs, ABMs, commercials, foreign film dubbings, and sometimes it's used on its own, as is the case in answering machines, radio ads, audiobooks, etc. No, I do all those kinds of recordings. And last time I had my webinar, I had a few people actually suggest some other ways that you could use your voice. Can I just see some in the chat box here? Some other ways that anybody can think of that you could use your voice, because every time I talk to someone about what I do, they suggest something random that I never even thought of. Like last webinar, someone said, oh, you could be the voice of a GPS. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, GPS. I also do the voice of video game characters. Just lots and lots of different uses for your voice. And I always like to tell people that when it comes to using your voice, you don't have to think, oh, you know, I don't sound like one of those people on the radio, or I don't sound like one of the computer voices. Because the thing about it is that, especially when it comes to like video games, when it comes to like radio ads, people are looking for characters. They're looking for people who have a unique sound, a different sound from other people, a distinguishable voice. Now when they hear it, they're like, okay, well that doesn't sound like the voice we hear every day. This is a different person, you know? So I always tell everybody, no matter what your voice sound like, if your voice kind of have a, like a rasp and kind of sound like a crusty, or you know, it's really high pitched, trust me, there is someone out there looking for your voice who wants to add it to their project. Okay. This is a meme I made of myself one time, where I started out, as I said, very humbly. That's the laptop that Alicia gave me and the microphone. And I used to just record in my closet. Closet is really good in terms of acoustics for recording, because it has a lot of stuff in there to kind of absorb sound waves. So yeah, that's not really the best way to do it as I'm taking this picture, but yeah. Yeah, I started out by recording in my closet, and I just kept on getting enough people who were, you know, satisfied with my work to continue to grow my business until I could actually start investing in better materials and a better space to record in and all that. So, now for many people who are here on this webinar, the first thing they want to know before they even know what they need to do is how much money you make. Now this is an old screenshot actually. This says $500, but this is like one of the websites that I use online to make money, and you can see where 1 month I made 500 US, right? I also became a top-rated seller. That was shortly after I started, actually, probably a few months after I started. I got promoted to top-rated seller. Yeah, and then ever since then, my revenue has just been going up, up, up. You saw 500, here's 724, Here's 924, 1,000 and odd. No, I would say on average, I probably make about $1,500 at least per month. That's like the average month. But on a good month, I can make over 2,000 US dollars, which, you know, if you do the maths, that's like almost $250,000 Jamaican dollars, or sometimes a $250,000 Jamaican dollars. Just from sitting at home in my little space with my little microphone and my computer and recording my voice and sending it off to people. So yeah, you can see where the earnings were going up. Yeah, this business actually, since I started, my life changed so much. I used to walk miles and miles every day. I had a job for the Jamaican peeps, you know, who know Kingston. I had a job on Hagley Park Road, and I used to walk from Hagley Park Road all the way to Mountain View every single day from work. But ever since I started doing voiceover, you know, as I say, after a few months of doing it, I was able to actually buy my first car. So this is me buying my first car. I was very, very happy. Usually I see a picture of me jumping while I'm getting it. But yeah, so this is not a little bit of money. This is enough money to begin making, you know, big changes and big steps upwards in your life. Okay, so moving on. What do we need to get started? No, if everyone's going to get started, obviously there's going to be, you know, some initial outlay. You're going to need to get a microphone, right? You're going to need a microphone to record your voice because trust me guys, the built-in microphone in your computer is just not going to cut it, right? You're going to go on the international stage with other voice actors who have some big expensive microphone. You at least need a decent microphone that if used properly can give you pretty good sound. The next thing is that you're going to need a computer to record and edit the recordings on. I've had a few people come to my actual class before with tablets, and I mean, I guess where there's a will, there's a way, and you could download some programs to make it work, but a tablet really is not the ideal thing. You really want a laptop. Okay, so you're going to need a laptop to edit on. The next thing is that you're going to need audio editing software. No, there's a couple different ones out there. I think I have a slide following this where I show you some logos of a few of them. But you're going to need some audio editing software. Some people who come on here, usually they already know a little bit about audio editing and they already have one that they know how to use. It doesn't matter which program you use, but in my class I teach a specific one that is free and is fairly, you know, easy to pick up. So yeah, everyone should be able to pick it up. And of course, last but not least, a space to record in. So as I said, based on the acoustics, for something that you don't really need to spend money on setting up, I would say the ideal thing is a closet space. You know, like almost like a walk-in closet, a fairly small closet, that, you know, you have clothes hanging in because the clothes are going to help to absorb the sound waves so they don't bounce off the wall and come back at the mic, because that's going to give the audio a very, very strange sound. As a matter of fact, I just want to take this time out to say that I'm having a giveaway for my class, right? I'm having a giveaway where I am giving away the very same microphone that I use, which is a Blue Snowball microphone. I'm giving it away along with a pop filter. This thing right here is a pop filter, this little black mesh thing in front of this microphone. I'm giving one away to the person who gets the most people to sign up for my class with them. Now, I mean, we got a lot of people to sign up for the webinar, but only so many people actually show up. And usually it's the same thing for the class where a lot of people say they'll come, but they don't actually come. So I want to reward the person who's serious about coming, serious about getting started. You know, the microphone only costs about $50 US online, but sometimes it's really hard to find that money to get started. The pop filters are next money, and then to bring them into Jamaica is the next money. They're on sale at Music Mart, but they're very expensive there. So yeah, I'm giving one away to any person that can get people to register with them. If you have not already signed up for the webinar, or your friends have not signed up already, you can just tell them to sign up, and then when they sign up, someone will ask them how they heard about the class, and you can just ask them to mention your name. You know, some people won't even bother to try, so maybe you only need one person to sign up with you or two people to sign up with you, and then you'll be able to win that microphone and that pop filter, so that as soon as you come to my class, you will be ready to hit the ground running. Like that same day, you can go home and start making money using your voice with a decent microphone. So yeah, as I said, on this page, I just have some of the apparatus here. You don't have, it's not going to look exactly like this, but just here's a few things. You can have a microphone stand. You can have the microphone itself, the pop filter on it. And here are just some logos of a few programs that you can use to edit the audio. As I said, there are lots of different programs out there. Once again, in my class, I recommend a specific one. I recommend this program right here called Audacity. And I teach you, what people who come to my class, I go through with them and show them what are the most important things to do with treating audio. Because obviously, even though a closet is a fairly good space to record, you're not going to get studio quality audio just by whatever sound you get out of a closet, right? Afterwards, you have to go in and treat the audio, you know, add special effects to it to make it really sound top-notch. So in my class, I tell you the different audio treatments that you need to do to the audio to get it to sound good, and I walk you through it step by step. I mean, like, oh, click this button from this drop-down menu, click on that, and you get to do it step by step. And you get live examples so you can really see what's going on. Like usually in my class, you know, I have people actually record themselves. And yeah, so if you come to my class, you're going to need headphones in addition to your laptop. So I usually let everyone record themselves so that they can have a real audio to edit and like hear the difference after they do all the things that I'm showing them how to do. This is a swanky studio booth. This is just like, this is like a professional audio booth, which is goals really. But just to show you guys that it doesn't have to be big, you know, it can just be a tiny little box, like a 4x4, 3x3 kind of thing. As long as you can fit in there, the microphone can fit in there, and of course it's padded. You can see this kind of pyramid shaped foam here. That's really great at breaking up audio waves so they don't bounce back at you. Okay, that's my last slide. Now, Alicia, if you want to take over from here.
I'm going to take over, but before I do, we have some questions for you, Aisha. So while I'm getting the slides, here are some questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
Kamoy says, I can't sing. What else is available for persons who can't sing?
Well, Kimoy, as I was saying, there's a lot of different applications of the voice acting thing. Sometimes you listen to cartoons and characters have like really strange voices, and that's one thing where if you can just talk, once you can speak, you know, your voice is probably unique enough that someone could use it and be like, okay, I want this character to sound like that. Right? I did a video game once where someone wanted me to be a store owner, and they wanted the store owner to sound like someone from the Caribbean. So they just wanted my regular speaking voice to just yell at the character, like, don't touch that, get out of my store, and little phrases like that. So you can still do lots of things. A lot of the times, even local, if we're going to talk local, Digicel, when they do commercials, they always want people who just sound like regular people. You know, they always have some little cheesy talking part in there, like, oh, Auntie, where you get this credit from? Oh, I bought it online with Digicel, right? So someone could use your voice for something like that, even if you can't sing. As a matter of fact, I would say there are more of those speaking jobs out there for a regular voice than there are for singing voices.
Okay, good. Good feedback on that one. Another question is, how do you find your clients? Can you go ahead and talk about the two sites that you'll be, or the one or two sites that you'll be putting everybody on in class? You want to give them the heads up on what those sites are? That's
okay,
fine.
well, you guys can check them out yourselves so that you don't think it's a scammer business. We are teaching people about Fiverr.com, and that's Fiverr.com. One more time, Fiverr.com, right? You can check it out. We're teaching people about Fiverr.com and also about Upwork.com. Now, if you go on my Fiverr profile, you're going to see, that I went through a period of inactivity last month because I was really sick, but I have tons of good reviews and tons of orders in queue, and I'm ready to crush it this month so that when you guys come to my class in August, I can continue to be a shining example for you. But yeah, Fiverr and Upwork, which
Okay,
I
all
don't think
right.
I need to spell that one.
Now Heather has a question. She says, what if I don't have an enclosed closet? Are there any other suggestions?
Yes, there are other things you can do. I recently moved and I had the same situation where my closet space changed and I didn't know what I was going to do. What I started doing recently was actually recording in my car, right? A car is pretty good because one of the most important things about a good space for recording is that it's basically airtight. You don't want sound travels in the air. So you don't want a space like a big open room where there's windows and there's lots of air coming in, because that means there's going to be lots of noise coming in. Now a car, because of the rubber around the doors and the windows, is pretty much airtight. You can barely hear any outside noises, and then it's padded. So if you can like get in there, like in between like the two front seats, you know, like in the back seat, right? And you can face the literal seats of the back seat where your back would rest and put your microphone there. Then when you speak in that direction, then the seat itself will absorb the noise. So you can do it in the back of a car if you have a car that you can work with. Or another suggestion, which is kind of a bit more pricey, is about setting up an actual area. There's different things you can do. One, you can get some foam and put the microphone itself inside the foam, like a tiny foam enclosure. So you make like a little box like right around the microphone and speak directly into that. They have stuff like that that they sell on Amazon, which is fairly cheap, which does help. There's also, you could get an acoustic shield. I've seen a lot of people just stand in a regular room and get an acoustic shield and use that, which is this thing. It kind of looks like a windshield, but it's curved and it has the same sponge that you saw on the swanky studio door in it. And you just put your microphone in front of that and that absorbs it. Another one is that you can do certain things to kind of enclose a space, like create, how do I explain it? If you've ever been to an office and you've seen like a cubicle, there are people who actually go out and make those things. So like the cubicle walls, so if you can get something like that and you can like enclose a corner of a room or something, then that should also be fairly good at trapping / absorbing the sound.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. And you teach, the other question is, you're going to go over all this in class again, right?
Definitely. In my class, I cover everything. I go online and I show you guys the best place to get these microphones and the exact one I'm talking about. I've even helped people from my class to get in possession of these microphones by helping them to order it, go over the program that I'm telling you guys to use. And most importantly, I guess once I tell you the names of all these things, you can go online and get it. But it's about the insider tips. When you come to my class, I'm going to give you guys a few tips on what I think has been instrumental in helping me to be so successful, you know, and show you guys just a few tricks of the trade. I don't want to give them all away right now.
All right, sounds good. We've got a few more questions, so hang in there. What about age? Is there any age limitations? And I want to answer this first because one of our students from London, Chernova, started doing her voiceovers at 15 years old, right? And she's a level 2 seller, doing really well with it. She used to tell me how she would do the voiceovers before school and then, you know, when she came home after her homework, but she got up early, did her voiceovers. So proud of her. So I think there's a lot to be said for that, but you go ahead and answer that as well. Age limitations.
As I said, guys, there's no age limitations. When you watch a cartoon, if there is a grandma character, they have a grandma voice. If there's a baby, they have a baby voice. If there's a teenager, there's a teenage voice. A mom and dad character, they have, you know, a kind of more mature voice for that as well. So basically, it's open to everyone. I mean, even the other day, has anybody heard that Jam Fit cheerleading finals commercial? It's so cute. They have like a regular announcer and also a little girl's voice in it saying, and kindergarten cheerleading finals or something like that. And it's just to show that, you know, even for a big ad that's going to run on radio, they still use kids' voices. And there's a lot of commercials where they want, you know, a more mature voice. So even if you're really, really old, not really, really, but you know, fairly mature, like in your 60s or something, then yes, there's still a space for you. I've done some Guardian Life commercials where they wanted me to sound older, and then they ended up actually using a real older person because I just couldn't sound that mature, and that's what they're looking for. They want someone with that older voice.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Wow, we have a lot of questions now. Everybody, your questions will be answered in her class, and I'm going to give you the details on the class in a minute. We just want to get some of these questions out of the way. Aisha, somebody would like an example of one of the voiceovers. I know you can do this. We always love when you do it. I don't know if you want to be the GPS system or what you want to do, but we
Okay
love
then,
it when you do it.
you guys give me 3 suggestions for what you'd like to hear, and I'm gonna do 3.
All right, let's see. All right, what do you want to hear from her? I think it was Siobhan. Let's see, who asked for that? No, Robin, you asked for her to give examples. So tell us, what would you like to hear her say? While we're waiting for Robin, Rosetta has a question. On these sites, so you know, you talked about the 2 sites that you're going to put people on in class, Fiverr and Upwork, and I think really what happens is, you know, you teach them how to present themselves so that they can get jobs. So Rosetta is asking, are there really that many people out there looking to hire voice actors, that many people in companies? Is it, you know, will you find jobs and people willing to hire you?
Wow, I mean, I want everybody to really think about this. I mean, gosh, I like to call voiceover the unseen world because it's something that has become so ever present in this digital media driven age where everything that you do has a voice in it. You know, if you have an app on your phone, it has a voice. If you're playing a video game, it has a voice. You hear ads, they're always pushing ads to us to sell something, whether they're YouTube ads or ads on the radio or their in-app ads, there's always some voice telling you, oh, buy this thing, it's going to be awesome. And just the idea is that there's a great demand in the world, all over the world, for voiceover. Now, the thing about working online, which is so great, is that you are becoming connected to the international market. So maybe if we were just doing this in Jamaica, then I could be like, boy, you know, the demand not too crazy. But I'm talking about putting you guys on to both local agencies that you can work with and also a lot of international clients. So when you put yourself on the international stage and you present yourself well, there are people from Japan looking for Jamaicans to do, you know, dancehall DJ drops for them. There are people from other countries that, you know, like Vietnam looking to learn English who want English speakers to do things for them. There are people from the Caribbean diaspora living in America and the UK who have some random like, oh, Jamaican restaurant or some bashment party that they're keeping and they want a Jamaican voice to advertise it for them or a Caribbean voice, you know. So the whole idea is just that all over the world there are people who are using voiceover. Just think that for every single event that you guys hear promoted, every party like Dream Weekend, you know, they have like 7 events, that someone is doing a radio ad for that, right? Every company that is out there, they want to have a phone system that's only called automated voice answers. They want to have radio ads. They want to have TV ads. Some companies like Digicel, I love Digicel because they have an ad for everything. Olympics are come, they might have Olympics credit giveaway, you know. No, this is
You're
a
right.
serious thing. Carnival coming, them having Carnival credit giveaway. If you're saying Bowl go win 3 times, them are going to give a triple credit for the 3-peat. You know, like there's just so many things that people can advertise for. So there's seasonal things and then there's just the local things like based on events that are happening. Like in America right now, there's a crazy amount of 4th of July ads that were just done recently. And even though they're only going to basically run for 1 day and probably the week leading up to it, a lot of people got work like that. So it's just that kind of idea where there's always, always, always a demand for voiceover and there's never enough talent.
You answered that so well, and it's so true. The last thing that you said there is never enough talent is so true. There's never enough. People that are doing voiceover, they're trying to get other people to help them. Like there's so much demand for it. Great examples there, Aisha. Okay, so Robin wanted you to do an advertisement, GPS, and an advertisement in another accent. So Jamaican accent, another accent, and a GPS. And before you do this, let me say, you know, you don't have to know, for those of you listening, you don't have to be able to do this in other accents. You don't have to be able to, you know, just do it, just be you. You don't have to do other accents. But Aisha, she's fun because she could do a whole bunch of accents. And you probably, with some practice and having some fun, could do some as well. So Aisha, go.
I just said it like that, and I feel like I'm on the spot.
Go.
All right. The one that I just did the other day was for a Carnival cruise company, right? This company that's having like a weed cruise. Sounds a bit crazy, right? But it's legal in America in some places, right? So I'm gonna do that in like a Jamaican presenter voice. Yes, man. Thank you for calling. Grown Reggae Fiesta Cruise, leaving January 27th and sailing to Ensenada, Mexico. Get ready for a blazing Reggae Fiesta weekend with an amazing lineup of reggae music. Right? So there's a Jamaican announcer. That's
Okay.
like the voice I use when I'm doing digital commercials. Yeah, let me try think of something else to do now. And you said you want to hear the GPS voice, so Continue 500 meters north on Waterloo Road. Turn left into Lee Gore Business Center. Office is located at suite number 8. Sound convincing? Should I say more?
Yeah, that was amazing. I love that one. Wow. All right, the last one. Another accent.
Okay, no, the American accent. Okay, one sec. 6 shocking facts not mentioned in Making a Murderer. Number 1, 2 members of the jury had links to Manitowoc County, the county which Stephen Avery was suing for his wrongful 1985 sexual assault conviction, for which he served 18 years in prison before being exonerated. The son of one juror worked for Manitowoc Sheriff's Department, while the wife of another was employed as a clerk. Or I can do a more mature voice in American accent. The prosecution's key DNA expert, Shelley Culhane, had the worst record in her lab. Records indicate that she had the highest error rate among the DNA analysts at the Madison Crime Lab between 2004 and 2006. Culhane was also the DNA witness in Avery's original 1985 trial.
I mean, you're amazing. Everybody wants a GPS. One more time, GPS, please.
Okay. Where am I directing you guys to?
Direct them to your boot camp. So doesn't matter where it is. Just turn right on Aisha Road.
Okay. Continue 2 miles north at Manor Park Road. Turn left onto Norbrook Drive. Continue driving 3 kilometers. Take the left turn onto Hill Road. Keep driving and take the next right. Your destination is only 5 minutes away.
That's amazing. It's amazing. Dalton said, yo, I love it. You Aguan. I could listen to this for hours. Robin said amazing. Hubert says amazing. Hubert says sounds so authentic with the GPS. Heather's asking, was it edited? No, it wasn't edited, Heather.
No, I'm talking right now. Tell me what you want to say, Heather. I'm going to say it right now.
What did you say, Aisha? I missed that.
I said, tell her, the one who asked if it's edited, tell her to tell me what she wants me to say. Whatever she wants to say, I'm going to say it right now to prove to her that's not edited.
All right, Heather, you heard her. Tell her what you want her to say. I'm waiting for Heather to write back into the chat box. So Heather says, say just that. I guess she, you just proved that we're live. Heather says, say, this is my authentic voice.
Heather says, say, this is my authentic voice.
That is so cool. Now, lots of people, you can make your voice, like I've made my voice sound like that by using software, right, Pro Tools, but you're just authentically a machine, which is so cool. which is so cool. But really, it's so amazing that all sorts of voices, make money doing voice acting. Like people want
Listen to
high-pitched
me.
voice. Huh?
I was saying, like, some of the most popular voiceovers, like, from American Accent Gig, every time they use a male voiceover, they always want him to sound like an average Joe. Whenever they use a man's voice, they're usually not doing a hard sell, they just want something that sounds like a virgin talking to his friend. Like, hey
Right.
guys, it'd be really great if we all had a data network that would just give you all the data you want for one flat fee per month. And that's why I signed up with IT&E, like that kind of thing. And in
Right.
Jamaica too, Digicel does that a lot, where you just hear a voice saying, yes, man, and if you only top up with $200, then you can get all the free nights that you want. Now, doesn't that sound like a great plan? Like, they always have some guy that just sounds regular like that. And it's the same thing, where sometimes people just want things with a regular voice, so you don't have to sound like a computer. I'm just saying, for me personally, because I've done acting in real life, I like doing the character thing. I like trying to sound like someone different. Like, every time you give me a little bit of time, I like to be talking like I come from America. I got clients who be thinking I be living in Augusta, Georgia, because I be doing voices like I be some kind of person from one of them places. But, for real though, what I'm saying is that you could just be talking like how you normally talk every day, and like it's good enough. Ain't nobody gonna be asking you for nothing more than that. For real.
You're like, people want just an average person, even someone who just sounds, it really is amazing. The voiceover is really amazing. So, Keisha says, do you think someone with no training could do this? Absolutely. Of course someone with no
Definitely.
training. You don't have any training, do you?
Um, Training is it's one of those
A
things where
relative
it's like
word,
I've
right?
been doing it and you learn it on the job. So I definitely have, with one of the agencies that I work with, like the one I've been working with since I was 12. Sometimes I go into the studio with some veterans and they'll teach you a few things like, oh, say this like this, or take this breath here, or make your lips stiff so you don't, say as much air, and a few things like that. But definitely not like, oh, you go to a class and they tell you this is how you speak.
Right.
My mom has a master's degree in English, so growing up she was just always on top of me about the way I say things. Like I'll be like, yes, mommy, and then the woman said, and she'd be like, Aisha, the word is woman. And like she said, it's not often, it's often, and little things like that. So I would like to think that I'm just someone with a high level of mastery of the English language in general, but you don't need that to be a voice actor.
And Andrew, who makes a lot of money doing DJ drops and different types of voice stuff on Fiverr, who's the one who initially got you started, I mean, he got a 5 in English, and if there was a 6 to get, he would have gotten the 6, Aisha, right?
So it's ungraded after that. Like the person looks at it and says, this is a waste of time. Like, next paper.
Next paper. He does not have good control of the English language, but he's authentically Jamaican, and that's what people want. They just want authentically Jamaican. Sometimes I have no idea what he's saying when he does his, voiceovers and DJ drops and little commercials for people, but that's what they want.
I'm
You
going to go
know,
ahead
they
and say most foreigners don't know what Jamaicans are saying. Like half the time.
and the more you can understand Andrew, the more people love it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, wow,
So
it sounds so authentic. I don't know a word he just said.
it's great. I'm going to give him a tip. He did so good. So it really is, it really is an amazing thing. All right, everybody's asking about the class. So I'm gonna get to the class and talk about Aisha's class, and then we can come back to more questions because this inbox is just being flooded by questions, and I know you guys are all really excited. So if it's okay with you, give me a minute to talk about the class, and then we'll come back and answer more questions. Aisha, don't go anywhere, all right?
Sure,
So
take it away.
this is your third or fourth class you're teaching, Aisha. I don't remember.
Boy.
You don't remember
Are we
either.
going to count them by each staging or how many classes I teach? Because my class is only for one day. So
Right.
I will teach about 2 classes per weekend each staging that we have. So which one are we doing? Are we doing how many stagings I've had, or literally how many classes?
I don't know. That was all too complicated. You've just done quite a few. Like, can we just stick with that?
Yeah.
So, Aisha has, you know, taught this class so successfully. People are so grateful to you. Clapping, I'm clapping you. And it really is an amazing thing. So, you know, there is no, you know how some people are of the mindset like, oh my gosh, I've got this really great thing. I'm not going to tell it to anybody else because if I teach someone else, my income is going to drop. No, it's not like that. In fact, the more we teach people, the more money that we make too. Like, it's an abundance mindset. Write that down. Abundance mindset. It's really important that you have that mindset. That's what we have and why we teach people. And so the first, it's just a one-day training. It's August 13th, which is a Saturday. It is all day. Plan to be there at 8 o'clock to register. It's a 9 to 5 class. Location to be announced. It'll be somewhere in Kingston. And so write that down right now. August 13th, Saturday. Write it down. Circle it on a piece of paper. You're going to want to bring 5 friends with you because you want to share this opportunity. Heather says, totally agree with the abundance mindset. It's true. So we're not sure where it will be yet. Knucksford Court Hotel or Downtown Convention Center, it just depends, but it will be in Kingston, don't worry. Here's a screenshot of how much Aisha earned in 1 month. I want you to write this down as your goal because it's not a bad goal. I don't think this was at the end of a month. You had 19 sales in queue. That means 19 orders that she had not delivered yet. So this earnings was short 19 orders that she had to work on. To write that down. I know you're taking notes. So $1,726, please. Yes, write that down. Keisha, hang on one second. So this is your goal. August 13th, Saturday, your goal to make every month in U.S. dollars is 1,726. I want to make sure you're paying attention. You are listening to this live, so type it into the chat box, 1726 USD. Let's get that number. Keisha, type it in. Heather, Roxanne, Hubert. Dalton, Christabel, let's make sure you guys got that. All right, so if you know our classes, you know they're hands-on. You'll have to bring a laptop with you. You'll get handouts and worksheets. Good job, guys, typing it in. You got your monthly income goal there. And then we also have trainers. So while Aisha's talking, she'll have, this is a picture of Kamara, one of our trainers. She'll have trainers assisting in the room to make sure that you get it. Lunch will be included. Not that this is so important. You don't really care about the food. You just want to make money. But hey, lunch is included. You care? The last class we had, people would not go to lunch. We're like, leave your computers and go eat. They're like, food can wait. Food can wait. It was funny. Here's one of a screenshot just from Samantha. She said, this was in Aisha's Facebook group. She says, I became $100 richer since joining Fiverr. Success is truly possible with faith in God and most importantly, hard work. And here's just a screenshot. I think this might be either Sue or Aisha's screenshots here. It looks like Aisha's. Record a female voiceover in an American accent. Record it in a Jamaican accent. You can see the orders coming in and the money coming in. Here's another one. Record a female voiceover in an American accent. $200 US from one client. 200 US from one client, like one order, that is amazing to get. Aisha's going to show you how to get orders like this rolling into your, this is in Fiverr, so you'll learn how to get set up and everything, but rolling into Fiverr. So the cost of class, Keisha's asking. Heather's asking, the cost of class is, there's 3 different ways to register, probably more than 3, but here are the main ways, and I'm going to show you how to register online. So you can register online. It's 121 US dollars. Our processor is in US dollars. You can pay cash in our office. It's $15,000, or you can send a bank wire for $15,000. So this is the total cost of class, includes all of your material. You've got lifetime support after that. You can ask a question anytime after that, and you get support and answers to all of your questions. And then you can also go to our website, internetincomeJamaica.com, click on classes. You'll see the voiceover class. Now, we teach voiceover all over the world. This is one of our students from South Africa. And she's making, I think, about $1,700 to $2,000 a month, and she's doing a lot of voiceover. Aisha told me one thing, and she was like, you know, Jamaicans are doing a lot of voiceover for the African accent. Remember when you told me that, Aisha?
Yeah, definitely.
And I've really been encouraging our students in Africa to do voiceovers, and they're doing it, and they're making money. So here's a post in our Facebook group. And I just got my first voiceover gig today. Thanks, Alicia, for insisting we put up the gigs, even though we didn't have the equipment yet. Somebody asked that, like I don't have a microphone yet. It's okay. You're going to put up your gig, and you will get a microphone when that first order comes in. So there's two ways to register. One is by registering on the website now, and I'm going to take you there in a minute. But the other one, if you want to come, but you don't want to pay right now, but you want Aisha to know that you're in, that you're going to come to class, is by going to this website, Save My Seat Please, and filling in all your contact details so that our staff can contact you to help you register, right? Rosetta, the answer is yes to that question. So this will help you to register. In fact, let me just go to this website first before I go to, hang on one second, before I go to how to register for the class. So look in the chat box. I sent you the URL, savemyseatplease.com. Did you get it? Click on that link and tell me if it works. You should be on this page. It looks like this in front of you, right? If it works, you should be on this page. Just type works in the chat box if you're on this page and it worked. So what you need to do is fill out this form, today's date, your name, your email, your phone number. Tanisha says it works. Okay, great. Roxanne says it works. What class are you interested in? This is the voiceover class, right? So click voiceover. How will you be registering? You can put online, cash, or bank wire, and then your comments or feedback. So if you choose, you know, online, cash, or bank wire, Sue Tanya and Lucy in her office tomorrow will contact you. They'll either call you or email you and help you to register whichever way you want to register. But more importantly, they will save you a seat because this voiceover class has not happened in a while. I'm not sure if we'll do another one this year. So we want to make sure that you get to reserve your seat before it gets sold out. We have not, you know, mailed it to our database of thousands of people yet or promoted it past this webinar. So we really want to make sure that you get your seat. Does that make sense? So make sure that you secure your seat. Right now, everybody should be filling out this form. You should be filling out this form. I'm going to send it back one more time in the chat box so you've got the link. Make sure that you've got the link, and right now you should be filling out that form. When you're done filling out the form, click done. Just type done in the chat box so I know we can move on. I'm going to look for everybody to type done. Lisa says she will be in Jamaica. Really? Wow, Lisa, I cannot wait to meet you. Aisha, write it down. Lisa from the British Virgin Islands. That's the first time you're going to have somebody from the British Virgin Islands come to your class, right?
Oh, we say international students, Ray.
We've had London and Cayman Islands, so yes. Let's see. Anika says she needs the link again. I'm sending it to you. Nishira says done. Roxanne says, are all the classes held on Saturday? Roxanne, if you're 7th day and can't do Saturday, put a comment here in the chat box and we'll see what we can do. So if you're 7th day and cannot come on this Saturday, put your comment, just write that right here, and we'll see what we can do to accommodate you. Is that fair, Roxanne? Yes? All right, waiting for you guys to put done in the chat box. Nishira, you're done. Lisa, are you done? Hubert, are you done? I'm giving you another minute. Tanisha, Roxanne, are you done? Dalton, Robin, Christabel, Rochelle, Rosetta, where are you? Making sure you guys finish this up before we go back to the questions. Okay, Hubert says done. Keisha says done. Rosetta, waiting on you. Roxanne, Heather, Siobhan says done. Christabel says done. All right, guys, looks like everybody's finishing this up really quickly. Keisha, save my seat, please. Did you finish it? Did you fill it out? Want to make sure you filled it out. Solomon, yes, Keisha, you did it. Let me make sure, just making sure everybody's filled out this form. You guys, Sybil, Kristen. All right, Kristen says done. We're moving right along. Okay, so for those of you who want to register online right now, I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to send that seat. I have 3 people. Michelle says wants to do it now. So what you can do is you can go to the page that I just put in the chat box. It's on our website, internetinkomejamaica.com. It's /courses voice acting bootcamp. So what you need to do is click on that link, and then you're going to click on Payment Online, Register Now. So you're going to click on that Register Now button, right? That Register Now button right here, and it's going to take you to this page to fill out. You're going to see it's Voiceover Bootcamp, August 13th. You're like, yep, that's a class I'm going to. Then you're going to click this green checkout button. So for anybody who's doing it with me now, click the green checkout button, and then you should be on this page. Yeah, right here on this page. So let me show you what you need to do when you're on this page. See the country? First thing to do is to change the country to Jamaica, right? Okay, you can see that some of the things change. Now, here is just a tip. It's going to ask you for your zip code. Just put 5 zeros in that zip code. Everybody gets stumped on that. Put 5 zeros in the zip code. For your city, if you live in Kingston, you can put Kingston. If you live for your state, you can put your parish, and then you can just fill out the rest of the information. So anything in bold, you have to fill out. Your first name, your last name, phone number, email address, city, zip code, country. Yeah, you guys are seeing that? And then you've got 2 ways to pay online. You can pay by a credit card, so Visa, MasterCard, American Express. Don't think you guys have American or Discover, so pick Visa or MasterCard. It cannot be a debit card. This is a credit card. If you need to pay by a debit card, you'll have to come to our office. And then you can click PayPal. So if you have PayPal, you can order via PayPal. Then as you go down, how did you hear about us? So you can just say that you were on the webinar or you heard on Facebook. And then any special instructions you're going to fill in right here. And
remember,
then
guys, that's where you can say whichever friend recommended you for my giveaway.
All right, there you go. Or what friends you're bringing with you. All right. So list all the friends that you're bringing with you there, and then click Submit Order. I love your giveaway, Aisha. That was a surprise. I didn't even know you were doing that. All right, so everybody got it? You now know how to order online. Say got it in the chat box. I want to make sure everybody's got it. And then I'm going to move on to going back to, let me see, say my seat, going back to the PowerPoint. So let's make sure that everybody's got it. Say got it when you understand you got it. Everybody got it. All right, I want you to write down 2 other things. Let me make it as big so everybody can see it nice and big. And this is our phone number at our office. Write it down, 630-1497. 630-1497, and our cell phone number, if you need to WhatsApp us, is 364-6969. So 630-1497, 364-6969. Write those down. Our location is 39B Eastwood Park Road in Kingston. We used to be at the Ligor Business Center. We have now moved. We are at on Eastwood Park Road in Kingston. So this is all of our contact details right there. So if you are coming to the voiceover class and you are in, you have filled out Save My Seat, so we will reserve a seat for you and figure out registration later. Or if you've gone ahead and you're registering tonight on the internet, that's great too. All I want you to do is type the words I'm in the chat box so Aisha can know that you are coming to her class. That's right, if you're coming to her class, type the words I'm in the chat box. Let's make sure that she knows that you're in. You're going to come to this class. You're going to learn how to make some awesome money. Where's some of these money? Make some awesome money on the internet. You're coming to her one-day class, voiceover. It's absolutely, oh wow, all the I'm ins. All right, we've got Anisha. She says I'm in. Roxanne says I'm in. Ulrich says I'm in. Daedria, I'm in. Anika, Nishira, Christabel, I'm in. Aisha, you hearing this?
Yes, they love me. They really love me.
Yeah, they all love you, Aisha. Lisa says she's in, coming all the way from the British Virgin Islands. Lisa, we're
I
excited
can't
for
wait
you.
to see you. Make sure say you bring something nice. Yeah, Jamaica's not like when you come from foreign empty-handed.
You hear that, Lisa? Do not come empty-handed, right? Bring her a thing of ketchup from the British Virgin Islands. Nashira says, that girl is crazy. Yes, she is. Aisha's crazy. She is so much fun. That's the one thing you'll love about class is she's fun. You'll have a friend for life. Roxanne, LOL. Roxanne, that does not say I'm in. You're supposed to write I'm in. Nashira says, love it. Lisa says she will. She's going to bring you in. So this is great, guys. I'm really excited for you to have the opportunity to change your life using the power of the internet. When I'm Jamaican, so not born in Jamaica, born in America, but I am Jamaican or half Jamaican. My dad's Jamaican, and I live here full time. But, you know, there's no better thing than making U.S. dollars and spending it in Jamaica. So here's the thing. You should always be looking to earn in a currency that's higher than the currency that you're spending in, right? So you earn in U.S. dollars, which goes so much further in Jamaica. What Aisha will also tell you in class is how, or we'll maybe email you once you register on how to get this done, but you'll sign up for a card, and this is an ATM MasterCard. It's a debit MasterCard where you'll take it to a Scotia ATM machine and take out U.S. dollars, or you can take it to an NCB ATM machine because they have the best rates, and you can take out Jamaican dollars. Aisha, do you take out U.S. or Jamaican or both?
That's not even a real question. I always take out US dollars. Always, always, always. And then afterwards I can go somewhere else and spend it and it's worth way more.
Okay, so you always take out U.S. dollars. That's good. I know people kind of go between both, and you can also use it to buy things. Have you ever used your card at the grocery store or gas station, or
Of
have you
course,
used that?
I love when I buy something, really costs like 2 grand Jamaican, but then they only take like, you know, $15 off my card or something, depending on what the exchange rate is doing that day.
Right, yeah. I know. So it's an amazing thing to spend U.S. dollars in Jamaica, right? USD. We'll make everybody say in class, it's like USD. Pick one. When I first started teaching here, the exchange rate was 82 Jamaican to 1. Now it's like, I don't know, what's the exchange rate, guys? Now it was 82 to 1.
123 last time I checked.
I don't think it's 123. I think you're wrong. I think you are so wrong. I think you're off by a few dollars, Aisha. 123,
That's my rate at Scotia.
well, I mean, the current, yeah, everybody's saying 126, 127. I'm pretty sure we're at 126 now. So, well, I mean, there's a difference between the going rate and the buying rate, what they buy U.S. dollars at and what they sell it at. But basically, at NCB, it's 126. Heather says it's because you're selling the U.S. dollars. But still, I mean, your U.S. dollars go so much further. You guys, if you had a chance, if you had a choice, if you wanted to make and earn in U.S. dollars or Jamaican, what would you pick? Tell Aisha in the chat box, what would you pick? USD or JMD? Let's see what everybody says. What do you want to make in USD or JMD, right? Everybody says USD. Heather said it's a no-brainer, Alicia, right? Everybody's saying USD. Anika's saying it with 3 question marks, Aisha. So, yeah, you can earn in USD and exchange it for JMD. This really is the way of the future, earning online, working, the way of today, I should say, right? But really reaching a global audience. Aisha, you said something during this presentation which really had a shift for a lot of people and brought them to a bigger understanding. And you were saying that doing voiceover, it's not about the local market. Yeah, you do voiceover in the local market, and some of these people might end up doing it in the local market as well, but it's not about the local market. It's about the global market. Aisha, tell us where some of your buyers are from, the people that buy your voiceover. Where are they from? Most of them are not from Jamaica, are they?
Fiverr used to have this really cool feature where they show you a map, and at the bottom they give you a percentage for global domination. And my global domination before the map disappeared was like 28% or something. I've had clients from Iceland, I've done stuff for a wine company from New Zealand. I have done stuff for phone companies in Australia. I have done English e-learning courses for people in Vietnam. I have done Jamaican DJ jobs for people from Japan. I have done restaurant voiceovers for people in the UK. I've done for a car company in the UK. I've done lots and lots of voiceovers for Jamaican restaurants in America. I've done voiceovers for gyms in America, for churches in America. I've had voiceover clients from Canada, Italy, Belgium, Denmark, places in Africa. As I said, I have these people, they're actually a little African multimedia firm and they use my voice. They're from what, Nigeria or something. There I have people from South America, South American DJs, because when they're doing reggaeton, they want some little Jamaican shout-outs in there too. So lots of countries from all around the world.
Wow, give Aisha a clap for that. And that can be you too. This is not something unusual. This will be you too, because the platform that she's putting you on really teaches you how to do it. So we need to wrap this up. You guys have been with us now for an hour. Keisha says clap, clap. You guys have been with us now for an hour. Did you enjoy this presentation? Type in the chat box. Let Aisha know what you thought of this presentation. And we look forward to seeing everybody on Saturday, August 13th, right? Saturday, August 13th. You should have filled out the form already. I'm going to go to it really quickly. On SaveMySeatPlease.com. You should have filled out this form already so that you can come to this amazing one-day class with Miss Aisha Ricketts. Aisha, we are so proud of you. Thank you so much for teaching as well. You're spreading the knowledge and love throughout the island, and I can tell you guys, Aisha is not only a great teacher, as you can probably tell, she's a great person. She will motivate and inspire you. Aisha really knows how to get the job done. She loves teaching other people, and her student success rate speaks for itself. So make sure that you come to this boot camp. Listen, you deserve a better life. You deserve to make more money. You don't have to quit your job if you're working. Do this in your free time. Do this after work, nights and weekends. We'll show you how. This really is the opportunity to learn how to really make legitimate money working online. It's real. It really is. You've seen the proof. You're going to meet Aisha and be able to shake her hand. So make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. Bring some friends with you. Tell them about it. Spread the word. Let's do our part to help each other. We look forward to seeing you guys there live in person. It's going to be awesome. Again, the date, August 13th, Saturday. Write it down on your calendar. We will see you there. Aisha, any final words?
Thank you so much, Alicia, and thank you so much, everyone who came out for this webinar. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the love, and thank you for the interest. And even if you don't come to the class, remember, you can always spread the word if you know somebody who's interested in using their voice to make money. Maybe they're not even interested, like it's just something they're good at and they never thought that they could make money doing that. But let them know about it anyway. Maybe they'll surprise themselves and just show out. And remember that if that person signs up and mentions your name, you can win my free microphone and pop filter, which I will be awarding to the winner on the day of the class. So, right at the start of the class, I'm going to hype you up and boost you up and say, yeah, this person was the most serious person. Here's the microphone. Here's the pop filter. Big up yourself. But, yeah, thanks again, everybody. And I can't wait to see you on Saturday, August 13th. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. If you have any questions, type it in the chat box. I'll be in the chat box for a few more minutes. Lisa said, great presentation. It was fun. So people love the presentation, Aisha. Thanks again. Thank you guys for joining us. We're doing this for you. Make sure that you're there August 13th. And we're out. Peace out. See you there. Bye.